Hi, I'm Michelle Bege with a look at what's happening in Latin America now. But first, our news trivia. Which Latin American country has won the most Copa America titles? We'll have the answer later. United Nations officials have warned that the water demands in Latin America are expected to nearly double the global average growth. This will lead to water stress in a region facing water security issues. Major cities like Mexico City and Bogotá, and countries like Chile have come dangerously close to running out of water. Uruguay declared a water emergency in 2023, and Mexico experienced record droughts that year. Experts attribute much of this to weather phenomenon. Still, they are also concerned about the impact of population growth, migration, and the expansion of industrial and agricultural activities on water consumption. The state government launched a mega security operation in Brazil's Rio de Janeiro favelas. Nearly 2,000 military and civil officers went into low-income neighborhoods to regain control of areas dominated by organized crime. Officials say this area in the western part of Rio has been the target of intense territorial disputes among drug traffickers and militia for several years. Ecuador is seeking justice for the murder of its presidential candidate last year. A court in Ecuador handed down a prison sentence of 12 and 34 years for 5 people found guilty of the murder of presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio. The former legislator and journalist was assassinated while leaving a campaign rally in August of 2023. Before his death, Villavicencio had long faced threats as his journalism exposed corruption and connections between politicians and organized crime. Now let's check out what stories we're following for next week. We are following the announcement in Peru that former President Alberto Fujimori wants to run for president in 2026. The announcement was made by his eldest daughter, Keiko Fujimori, this weekend. The right-wing leader was pardoned from his convictions for corruption and responsibility for the murder of 25 people. Despite the announcement, there are 2 issues to overcome. The first is that Peruvian law prohibits anyone convicted of acts of corruption from running for the office of president. He is also 85 years old and has suffered health issues over recent years. And now the answer to our news trivia. The answer is B. Argentina has left Uruguay behind to hold the most Copa America titles in Latin America. With this 2024 Copa America win, Argentina has 16 and Uruguay has 15. Argentine citizens celebrated throughout the country, and on Monday they celebrated the return of their national team to Buenos Aires after winning their record title in Miami, Florida. And that's it for this week. We'll see you again soon on Latin America Now.